Hey, my love and the loves, welcome to my podcast. Another episode. I just want to say thank you so much for showing me some love on the last episode. For those that are watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and share to the ones that you think that will need this podcast. And also for those that are on Apple and Spotify, thank you so much, my lovies. Please do follow, just follow, comment, and also just rate my podcast. So today I'm gonna be drinking a cappuccino because the girl, she's been up since 3 a.m. 3:30 a.m. You don't even want to know. So I'm gonna be drinking my cappuccino just to be energetic a little bit because after the podcast I need to go and to go somewhere. So on this episode, I just want us to speak more about boundaries, how to build your boundaries, and this is something also that I am so struggling with when it comes to other places, and I just want us to go through it together. Some of the information maybe you do know it, some of the information you just need a reminder, because that's what I've really noticed. So I went to Google, right? So I'm gonna look at the notes that I just written. According to Google, it says that boundaries are the limits and rules you set for yourself in relationships, right? Defining what you're comfortable with and how you want to be treated, protecting your emotions, physical and mental well being. So, first thing first, you need to know your needs and your limits. You need to know your needs and your limits. So sometimes we often think that boundaries it's about us protecting ourselves from people, whereas it's actually about us protecting ourselves from ourselves. So first is to know your needs and your limits, right? For example, you are in the middle of assignments and you have maybe an exam and your friends are like, "Hey girl, listen, let's go out." Right? Just listen up a bit. And then what do you end up do? Like, because those are your friends and you maybe do that most of the time, you are very very much likely to go out with your friends, right? Go party, drink and stuff like that. And then when you come back, now you have to face that assignment or you have to prepare for that exam. What's gonna happen? It's either you're gonna be tired, too tired, and you're not gonna be able to focus on what you're supposed to do, and it means that it's gonna be less you're gonna be less focused on what you need to do, and you're gonna blame yourself for going out and feeling some type of way, and you're gonna blame your friends that, oh, they always invite me and take me out for drinking and stuff like that, whereas it is actually about you. Because if you have communicated about your boundaries, communicated clearly about your boundaries to your friends to say, hey, when I'm studying, can you please just not invite me? Or when they invite you, just like, oh, I have an assignment. Those are boundaries that you're setting for yourself so that you can be able to be disciplined. So I have learned that boundaries, they actually teach us discipline and to be consistent and also show up for ourselves the way we would be so proud of ourselves. So know what you need and know your limits. My limits, right? I know that I don't want to be going partying. Like, that's a no for me. I don't want to be going clubbing and stuff like that. I do not enjoy doing that. I did that for the longest time for people that were around me until I was like, I do not feel good about doing this thing. What do I have to do? I need to set boundaries for myself. And also the people that are close to me, they need to know that, okay, you know what, Angel, we do not invite Angel to clubbing or like the all night thing. We do not do that. If we're inviting Angel, we're inviting her to something chilled. Yes, we can go out, you can drink, and I will have my own drink. I'm not against people that are drinking. I just not gonna do a whole party the whole night. I am just not that girl, and I had to come to my senses or to myself, to be honest with myself, and say, listen, I need to respect myself and also respect my dignity and just come to these boundaries. Another thing that I have done is on Mondays and Fridays, right? I do not take calls before before 7 a.m. So I'll only take calls after 7 a.m. So if you're gonna call me at 5 at 6, girl, I am nowhere to be found. Also, my partner knows that during that time I am reading, I am doing my devotions, I am thinking about the day ahead, I am doing my to-do list. I need to know what God has for me for that day, to asking God to shape my day. So if you're gonna text me at that time and you feel like maybe it's an emergency, girl, listen, I am not about to be responding to your text. I do not do that. And sometimes maybe I'll be walking And then like I just do not do that. Also my sister-in-law, she has also noticed that like there's a time whereby she called me and then she was like, oops, Kana Angel, before 7 you won't find her because she's gonna be doing this. So you also train the people around you on how to actually know how to communicate with you, and also respecting your boundaries. The other thing that I will say is redefine your boundaries. What are your boundaries? And are you willing to also follow your boundaries? And also be open to how people they will react to your boundaries, right? It's either they will accept them or they will think that you're too cool. Oh no, maybe we can't hang out with you anymore because of that. That's also okay. That's really okay. So the one that loves you, they will really respect your boundaries, and also they're gonna have their own boundaries. You also need to be open to that. You need to be open-minded about other people's boundaries and respect their boundaries. It's not about what is so important about you or only important about you communicating your boundaries. You should also have a room for other people to communicate their boundaries, and also just respect them. You don't have to understand or like criticize. No, that's not your place, because the do not do that with you also. So you need to communicate clearly your boundaries, right? So another thing is, what I've noticed about boundaries is that you can't control what other people think or they're gonna react, but you can control how you can react, right? And do stuff. So have boundaries in a way that to yourself, you have boundaries in a way that you do not allow how other people react or respond to your situations to hurt you or to come and make you feel some type of way. Right? You want to stop drinking, you want to stop smoking, you want to stop partying, you want to stop not being consistent, you want to stop texting that person. Have boundaries, and like set the boundaries that you're gonna be able to follow for yourself and say, okay, Angel, when I am having an edge of wanting to drink, what can I do? Replace it with something else. Take a walk. You understand? Take yourself out. Spend more time with your family. Have a call with your loved ones. Have a call with your mother. I've noticed that we, as this young generation, we have this tendency of wanting to push our mothers away and feel like, oh, they are too old for this. Listen, your mother will never be too old. Will never be too old to listen to your needs. Your big sister, like, will never be too old to listen to your needs. Unfortunately, I don't have a big sister. If I had, trust me, she will be so sick of me. She will be so sick of me. And so set boundaries that you know very well that these ones I'm gonna be able to follow also. Oh, Holy Spirit, thank you for reminding me this. And also, in the process of you setting boundaries, have someone that can keep you accountable. Have someone that you trust that will always like shoot you and be like, "Hey, girl, you said you don't not gonna text that ex of yours. What happened? Why are you doing that? Why now are we sleeping late at night? Like, get some rest. If you tell yourself that I am gonna sleep at 8 and then someone calls you after 8, my sister, please, like, ignore that call, huh? Ignore that call and sleep. If you gonna say that on Thursdays, on Wednesdays, I'm gonna attend Bible study, be consistent to that. Build a boundary and say, I am gonna go. If I do not go, this is what I'm gonna do to myself. Like, for example, on the last podcast, I did share with you that I need to finish ironing, I need to finish my book, and I also need to run 30 kilometers, finish my challenge of 30 kilometers. When I finish that, I'm gonna reward myself. And guess what? I did all of this other stuff and I didn't finish my book in time. I finished my book, I think, on the 5th, on the 4th. Yes, today's on the 5th, on the 4th, which is Friday. That's when I finished reading my book. Am I going to get the side table? No. Discipline, baby. I'm not gonna do that. It's a new month now, and also happy new month. It's a new month now, new challenges, and also new challenges, and I'm gonna reward myself with something else. So listen, it is very, very important to set your boundaries and also follow them yourself. The boundaries, they're about yourself. It's not about anybody else, huh? And when people see you having boundaries for yourself, listen, they are bound to respect them, they like it or not. So I don't want to laugh, right? So I want you to learn to communicate to your boundaries clearly. Listen, do not be so, don't be violent, man. Be kind, be honest. You know what I mean? So there's this other thing that my mom usually do, right? Whenever she wants me to do something, she won't ask. She'll be like, make a tea for me. And I'm like, and she'll do that most of the time. It's not about tea or like there's just a lot of things. Angel, do laundry for me. Angel, do this. And then and then I told him like, okay, Mama, listen, I'll really, really like it for you when you want me to do something to actually ask me. Like say, Angel, please, can you please make me tea? Angel, can you please do laundry for me? Angel, can you please, you understand? Angel, I would love for you to cook this, like communicating. And listen, baby, we are doing very, very, very well. And also, my sister-in-law used to do this thing, right, of just calling without like even asking. And there's a time that I communicated with her. I was like, listen, I would really, really love for you to actually ask me first if you can be able to call. And now what she does is she asks first, and not only her, like also my friends, they ask first, can we call? You understand? They don't just barge in and now, no, 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 no. Let's respect also each people's spaces. You understand? So the way you want people to treat you, listen, you need to be willing to also do the same. Don't just only point what other people are doing wrong to you and not also point what you also doing wrong. So confront also what you're doing. Know your value, right? Know your value and also respect and accept other people's values. Okay, lovers, when so when you also like communicating your boundaries clearly to people, right? Find a way of saying things in a good way to say, um listen, when you speak to me like this, I really, really do not appreciate it. Yeah, remember in the beginning, I spoke about rules and limits, right? When it comes to relationships. Let me tell you, I have built walls and boundaries that now are not working. I have built this wall to say, I am not going to give a relationship a chance and a friendship a chance. I'm not going to allow people to love me. Listen, that is one of the boundaries that I am like breaking now. I am breaking. I'm just like, listen, everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody deserves to have a community. I joined a book club, which I'm going to be going on a Sunday to meet up with them and just to have a community of girls. Like, listen, just to be around other people. I am opening up myself to say, hey, listen, whatever that happened to my past relationships, past friendships, listen, we are listen, God is a God that forgives. You also need to forgive. So you need to give yourself a chance to love and allow other people to love you again. And this, I realized that after when my partner speaking to me and say, Angel, you have built this wall that you don't want to allow me in, and you also don't want to allow other people in. Like there are a lot of people that are trying to be your friend, and when you just like, oh, I don't care, I am by myself, I am okay by myself. And he was like, you also do not have a sense of you also do not listen to other people. You're very dismissive when people are coming and crying into you. And I realized that this thing, I was never like that. What happened, obviously in the middle of everything that was happening, I lost myself. I didn't know my values. Like you understand, I didn't also communicate my values to the people, and how I want people to actually communicate with me. I didn't know my boundaries. Listen, and I had to build that wall. So you not having like a clear boundaries and communicating clearly, listen, it makes you to build a wall that you also won't be able to break. For you to break, it's gonna be very, very like yo, it's gonna be very, very hard. And it's something that I am working on right now. And I am sharing my story with you so that we can do it together. So my next read, or my read for April, is gonna be 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. The whole reason why I'm reading that is because I want to communicate better in my relationship and in my friendships. Like each and every relationships, I want to love better. I want to know how to communicate my feelings. I want to also listen to people's feelings. I also want to become a better version of myself. I don't want to become a better person, a person that people won't be able to come to and say, "Hey, Angel, can we please speak to you?" No, I don't want to do that. So I want to read that book. I'm gonna be reading it for the second time, because the first time when I read it, I only read it half because it was speaking more about relationships and stuff, and I wasn't dating by then. Right now, I am dating, and I want to become a good partner to my partner. I want to become a lover. I want the people that are around me to express the good in me, to express a good angel, not to be expressing this whole bitterness angel, this angel that does not want people around, this angel that does not want to communicate her feelings. Chilled. I am not doing that. I am not about to be blocking my blessings because I don't want to be communicating my feelings. I am not doing that. If I need to cry, I shall cry. I shall cry to the Lord, and I shall cry to the people that are very close to me, and just let it out, and just let it out. And that is what I am building. So I hope that we are working in this together. We are communicating better. We are becoming kind. We are becoming positive to ourselves. We're giving ourselves more grace. We are forgiving ourselves for the things that we allowed to happen, even though, you understand, we didn't know when the time that we didn't have a voice. Right now, we are learning, and we are stepping out of our comfort zone. All the walls that we have built for ourselves, saying we don't want people to love us, we don't want people to join us. We are not doing that. Here, here, where we are, we forgive. We forgive, yes, we don't forget. We forgive, we build boundaries, and we move on. We ask God, how do we continue? God, how do I communicate very well in the specific thing? When you are not okay, please calm down. Speak to your fathers. Like, find a way how to make you feel better. So you're promising me that you're gonna be gentle with yourself, right? And you're gonna forgive that person that you don't want to forgive. Please go and forgive that person. So the question for me is, how are you planning to build your boundaries, or are you which boundary do you want to work on? So, lovers, I love you so much. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, and also share this episode to someone that you really, really think that will need this. On Apple and Spotify, please do follow, and give a star, rate my channel, rate my podcast. So I really, really love you so much, and I know that you are doing all you can, and you're getting better at this. We are getting up. No more laziness. We are getting up, and we're gonna know ourselves. So let us keep smiling, show some gratitude, and always be yourself.